paddy works on the railway. In 1842 from Hartlepool I moved to Crewe, found myself a job to do, working on the railway.
Hello. This is a bit different. This is only really of interest to people with Zebrano lathes, and not all of them. But for those that are interested, this is a couple of things I'm doing to my lathe to, in my view, improve it. So if you haven't got a Zebrano lathe, if you know somebody who's got one, tell them about this video, copy the link from the top of the screen and send it to them. Share it out amongst all the Zebrano users, see if anybody's interested. If you haven't got one, you're welcome to stay and watch, but I don't think there's anything for anybody else, really. There might be a couple of things. Who knows? Anyway, first thing. The Zebrano lathe handle was down here, which meant I had to reach over the tailstock and down to the handle. Now, it was fitted with thread lock, this knob that was on here. I've taken that off. Now I've made myself an extension handle, which now means that it just clears that wheel. It's above the top of the tailstock when I want to put it on. Also gives me a bit extra leverage. Simply turn the handle, drill a hole in it to fit the shaft. And I put some copper on here just to strengthen it, really. Probably not necessary. But yeah, that's improvement number one. Improvement number two, that view. There's a Zebrano, they put this teaser post here. So you can unscrew this and put it on this end. However, if you do that, your locking handle's on the wrong side of the work. Now, admittedly, you mostly want to do this for smaller work, and it probably isn't a problem, or much of a problem. But I know a couple of people that I've spoken to have found it to be an issue. So this is my solution. First of all, I bought myself a new Bristol handle, Bristol locking lever, which is a 16mm thread. Then I had made by a guy with a metalworking lathe this piece. Let's change cameras. This piece. I'm going to start a drawing in the video here if I catch myself on this bit. This is an 8mm coarse thread, metric thread obviously. This is a 16mm. Because what I don't want to do is make a change that's permanent and find it's wrong. But this allows me to put this in and play with the idea. If it works, I've won. If it doesn't, I'll let you know. A cammed bar coming through here, which is what gives you the lock. So I've turned it around and working sides it's facing me at the moment. And if I lock it in place there, let's zoom in on that. I need to drill a hole in here with a 6.75mm drill. Wrong camera again. Let's do that one anyway. Now I had to buy this especially because I don't carry that sort of size, but it's the right size for that thread. Now start with a small pilot drill, move to the 6.75, and then I've got this tap which will fit that thread. Going to using a locking nut on this. If it works and it's permanent, I'll change that to some thread lock and glue it in there. But whilst I'm playing, a locking nut will be all I'm using. I'm using a centre punch just to give me a mark as close to the middle as I can get reasonably. Absolute accuracy is not overly necessary. As I said, this is a cam bar, so everything's off centre and moving around anyway. Take my pilot drill, which is marked with tape for depth. Now, I would suggest if you're going to do this, then it might be worth sending your banjo off to an engineering shop, get them to drill the hole and tap it for you. Can come and loose then. As I said, if you have an engineering shop local, you might be best to get them to do this bit for you. But this tap is just a Parkside one bought from Lidl. Nothing special about it. I bought a set because I use them around the workshop from time to time. I'm not really an engineer anymore. I don't play with metal very often. I was advised that although the thread is 1¼ mil, which is why I bought the 6.75 mil drill. It might have been easier with a 6.8. I wouldn't have done that. Okay, I've got a problem. I've just broken my tap. Not a major problem, I can get that out, but it'll be a pliers job. Phone calls. I can buy a set locally, but I can't buy a single tap. Um, so it's going to be mail order. However, I've got the start of a thread. I'm taking the device that I have made. And I think I would definitely recommend, as you obviously need a quality tap for this, not a cheapo one, but you get this thread done by an engineering company local to you, unless you happen to have a quality tap. Or you get a bit luckier than me with your Parkside ones. So I've got a start of a thread, so I can show you the idea. Locking that in there. Bristol handle on there. When this is done, I'm using a spring pin, which I'll put a link into below this video where I got them from. I'm going to drill through here and put a spring pin right the way through. Again, because this is possibly temporary. And if I put a spring pin in, I can knock it out and take it all apart again and stick a bolt in the end and nobody will know I've done anything to it. But you can take the handle off the other end if you want to, or you can just leave it there. Let's change the camera. Take the tool post off. Probably easier with a socket than a spanner, actually. But I drive the spanner. It's a 19 mil, by the way. The tool post on this end. And I now have a handle this side. That's reversed. Camera cables in the way. And I'm on the wrong camera. There with me, folks. Gone to pieces because that piece didn't work out as planned. I'll now get my tailstock a bit closer inside the tool rest here. I don't know if it's much of an advantage, but it might be. But we come in here. Right, this is a drive centre, not a lathe, but you get the idea. I can work on small pieces up close without a problem. I'm not sure in both ends, but if I bring it over here, as you can see, I've got a handle that end, which could be taken off if you're going to go permanently this way. Or I've got a handle both ends, so I can switch it around and clamp it from either end. That's the idea. Conclusion, get that Banjo off to an engineering shop, get them to drill it, because they'll have the right size drill, you probably don't, and get them to tap it, because they've got quality taps and dies, you probably don't. So you might as well pay them to do the job. I said I will be buying just the tap and finishing that properly. At the moment, as you can see, I've got most of my thread. No, you can't see. Still can't see the camera angles wrong. Nope, I can't catch the camera angle. I've only got about a quarter of an inch of the screw in there, whereas I wanted 3/4 of an inch plus the nut. And then that would be up against there, nice and tidy. But that's the idea. Send your banjo off to an engineering shop, get them to drill it, tap it to 8mm. Get them to also, if they've got a lathe and they can make it, get them to make the adapter at the same time. But I'll put a link into the guy who made it for me. And if you're interested in that, great job. Next improvement I plan to make. Go for a long view on this. Get rid of this key. It's one little knob here, is all. Don't need a key. I don't lock it, but occasionally at certain RPMs it rattles. And it would be nice just to close it down and lock it. But a knob is all I need. So that's my next job. Thanks for watching. Please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And all the usual stuff. And see you on the next one. Cheers for now.